Welcome to Fun in Key West, where every day feels like a mini fest. Grab a drink, take it slow. We'll show you where the locals go. Food, fun, and stories to tell. Hidden gems you know so well. Your Key West experts here to say it's fun in Key West every day.
Welcome, everyone, and especially you. Thank you for tuning in today. It is First Timer Friday, and I'm doing a little something different today. Why should you visit Key West in February? Well, honestly, if you follow me long enough to know, I'm going to tell you there is no bad month to visit Key West. But let's talk about February. There's that cold snap that's come through most of the country, and everybody's looking for places to go that they can warm up. Well, in the normal world, not whenever that cold snap dips all the way down into the Florida Keys. Normally, the average high in Key West is about, the high 70s, and your water temperature is going to be around the mid 70s. So it is the perfect time of year to head down to the Keys and enjoy some of that warmer weather, get out on the water, and explore. Plus, it's not a very rainy season. On average, you're going to end up with about 22 days of sunshine, so not a lot of rain. And it's still peak season, but you're not going to have a whole lot of tourists there. There are some events because you do have a holiday weekend in February. So there are some events that go around that. And some people take advantage of those 3-day weekends to head out for, Key West and other areas for long adventures. We talk about this as well. Key West offers a lot of things to do in just about every month of the year. But let's run through some things that you're going to be able to explore in Key West and up and down the Keys in February. If you want a full download of everything that is happening in the Keys and Key West, go head over to FunInKeyWest.com, click on things to do or what to do, and then click on our calendar of events. And every month I go in and I update that for things that are happening. But let's explore some things that are happening in and around Key West. So keep in mind, the third Thursday of every month, you have up in Island Murata, the Murata Way. It highlights all of the artists and local events or local crafts that are in that area. It's the third Thursday of every month, and that runs from 6 to 9. Red Barn Theater. So we are right in the heart of the busy season in Florida. A lot of those snowbirds come into Florida. So you have Red Barn Theater, and they're running at the wedding at the first part of February, and then towards the end of February, they're running, and the world goes around. So be sure if you want to check out either one of those plays, be sure to check out Red Barn Theater. Waterfront Playhouse is also running Almost Maine on the first part of the month. And towards the end, they're running Moulin Rouge, Val Royale. So be sure to check out those if you want to check any of those out. It is Mardi Gras month. And so there are a lot of Mardi Gras events up and down the Keys. We'll have the full list of those in our calendar of events. At the Tropic Theater. Now, I talk about going, if you happen to be in Key West and it's not one of those 22 sunny days in February and it's raining, you can always check out a movie over at the Tropic Cinema. I think it's a fabulous way to spend an afternoon, especially a rainy one. But they also have speaker events throughout the month at the Tropic Cinema. So be sure to check out their list. And again, we'll have those for you. Key Lime Murder event is happening at the Key West Library, and that is on the 7th of February. And think about this being a key lime murder mystery around Lucy Burdett's book. That was one of the books, one of the authors that we highlighted in our book club. So you might, if you're in town and want to go check out the library, they also over at the library run a fabulous series for speakers and online events. So if you can't be in Key West, be sure to check out their online series. If you are watching me live, put a note in the comments so I can say, hey, welcome you to our wonderful First Timer Friday. If remember, you got a big football game coming up this weekend. The Super Bowl is occurring. There are a lot of watch parties throughout the Keys, and most places that have a TV in Key West will be running the Super Bowl. I find it unlikely that nobody will be running the Super Bowl, but be sure to find your spot. And if you want to catch the Super Bowl this weekend. The Tennessee Williams Theater has quite a few events occurring throughout the month, so be sure to check that out if that has something that is an interest of yours. And the Mel Fisher Museum runs a maritime lecture series throughout the month, and they have quite a few interesting topics that they're going to be talking about. If you're in town for one of those, be sure to check that out. For President Weekend, so there's a lot of events every year during the presidential weekend. So it's President's Day weekend, and usually have a happy hour at Harry's. So at the Little White House, they have a happy hour on the 12th. They have the Presidential Families Weekend, and so Amy Carter is scheduled to be in town for that. And they have lots of other events around the Little White House for the President Weekend. The studios offers also events throughout the month, so you can check those out. They have events that occur every month, but they have events that are occurring in February. Plus, you can be sure to check out that rooftop up there and be sure to check out those views from there. Ram's Head is sponsoring multiple events at the Key West Theater throughout the month. So you have the Yachtly Crew, which is a yacht inspired rock tribute band. So be sure to check them out. Marty Stewart, Bad Voodoo Daddy will be in town, and a Dave Matthews tribute band will also be over at the Key West Theater. If you are looking for arts and crafts and being able to support the local artists in Key West, the annual Arts and Crafts Festival will be occurring in Key West on the 21st and 22nd of February, so check that out. Also, over at the Key West Theater, Garrison Keller and Erica Rhodes will be there. We talked about this last month. Marathon Theater, they run the best shows. They're running the Little House of Horror, so the Little Shop of Horrors, I mean. And I happen to like the Little Shop of Horrors. I think that's one of the fun musicals to go see. Every time I've seen it, it doesn't matter who's doing it. It's always fun. The music's good, the storyline, all of that. So Little Shop of Horrors will be playing at the Marathon Theater. And starting on February the 22nd and running all through the year is a really cool food history exhibit that is sponsored by the Smithsonian as well as others. That is going to be at the Key West Historical Society right there on Front Street. It's a food celebration of conch cuisine. They're going to have interactive exhibits and all kinds of information about the heritage of conch cuisine, and I bet you're going to learn a lot. So if you are a foodie or just curious about the food of the Key West and the Florida Keys, that is going to be an exhibit that you're going to want to check out. It starts on the 27th of February and will run all year long. So that's one that'll be out there. We'll try to keep you up to date on what's happening in Key West and the Florida Keys. But you can also stay up to date by being on our newsletter. Head over to FunInKeyWest.com, grab a copy of our happy hour list that gets you on our newsletter, as well as there's information about our book club over there. We have several interviews already scheduled, so be sure to go head over to our YouTube channel and check our live tab. and you'll see all of our upcoming interviews coming up. So we have Mark Renson coming in. He is the author of How Will I Know? And we will be chatting with him about his book, which is our February book club book. And we have some other interesting guests over there. So be sure to check that out. Thank you so much for tuning in on this Friday. I hope you guys are staying warm. I hope you guys are enjoying your week and are all ready for the weekend. So thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. You guys have a great one, and we'll talk to you later.